The I Ching is a mathematical mirror of the genetic code, and one can actually reduce all 64 archetypes down to 4 essential principles. These are captured at the beginning and the end of the I Ching sequence itself, the first and second gene keys and the 63rd and 64th gene keys. These two pairs are rather like the prologue and epilogue to the great book itself. Upon these 4 principles or pillars, life is built. The lower frequency of the first gene key, the first shadow, is captured perfectly by the word entropy. A simple definition of entropy is a measure of the disorder or unavailability of energy within a closed system. More entropy means less energy available for doing work. Modern physics and the laws of thermodynamics are based upon the basic perceived law of entropy. According to what we can see through the mind, the universe appears to have a single direction. It moves from order towards chaos. This first shadow keeps the entire planet living at a low level of frequency. It is like a blanket thrown across our civilization. According to our mind, we cannot do anything about entropy. That is our chief problem. Human beings do not generally accept themselves, and when you convert entropy into human feeling, it becomes a kind of deep numbness or sense of gloom. Entropy is, in effect, the opposite of love. If we learn anything from these first 2 primary gene keys, it is about the nature of duality itself, which is that life cannot exist without polarity. The entire notion of the spectrum of consciousness at the heart of the gene keys revelation depends upon this polarity of the shadow at one end of the spectrum and the siddhi at the other. Each gives birth to the other. Entropy is the black hole to creativity's white hole, and this first gene key is about creativity. The secret to harnessing creativity actually lies in the first shadow. In fact, the secret to every gene key in this book lies in harnessing and accepting the energy latent within each of the 64 shadows. In grasping this fact right here in these 2 primary gene keys, you truly prepare yourself for the voyage to come.